turn. You know, if there was ever a sign that was a proponent of free love, it would be Aquarius. Okay. All right. Now let's move on to Sagittarius. So, on October 29th, Mercury is going to enter Sagittarius, and this is going to encourage all signs to have better friendships, you know, treat friends better. It's going to encourage the type of communication that would happen in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a very, like, you know, matter of fact, I tell it to you bluntly. Now, let me say, I don't know if Sagittarius can take that, but they certainly can give it. Regardless, Sagittarius surprisingly do make great friends. They're spirited, fun, and if you're looking for the truth, you can get it from a Sag, okay? All right. How will this transit affect Sagittarius? How will these transits affect Sagittarius? Okay, so we've got the Devil right from the start. Ace of Swords. That might be you, Sagittarius, realizing, I don't want to fuck with the devil, you know? Seven of Wands. You know, normally when I see the Seven of Wands, I'm like, boring. But in this case, it might be pretty good. No, Marilu, Aquarius women are very different from Aquarius men. Aquarius women are extremely committed. They'll even, unfortunately, stay in a relationship that lacks equity for a very long time and be like tried and true with that shit. Like, it's amazing how committed. There's really the opposite of Aquarius men. So in a way, you're right. One more for Sagittarius, please. Hold on one second. Sorry, guys. I had to get rid of that Amy Barriga person. I have no idea who that is. And I don't want to block her business, but I'm not trying to have somebody scam y'all in my life, okay? If you want to go that route, go. I have no idea who that broad is. Absolutely none. Okay. One more card for Sagittarius. There be scammers out there, guys, so be careful. Okay, and we've got the Two of Swords, okay? So this is a really interesting mix for Sag, okay? Yeah, Marilu, for women Aquarius and male Aquarius are very different. But I don't want to put too much emphasis on how, you know, this person, that person should be. And I also want to say to all of you out there that when I talk about like the male and the female genders, I want you to know that it is however you identify. So, you know, don't think that I'm excluding you from a gender, because I'm not, you know, I'm definitely not doing that. It's however you identify. And remember that all of us have, you know, feminine and masculine energy in us. And these cards do represent yin and yang energy. But when I say, you know, men and women, I am talking about men and women, but it is how you identify. If you identify as a man, then you would fall into that category most likely. Okay. All right. So the Devil, Ace of Swords, Seven of Wands, and the Two of Swords. I see, Sagittarius, that you're looking at destructive behaviors, maybe your own, maybe the behaviors of somebody around you who you deal with. And I think that you're assessing this maybe on the precipice of an epiphany in which you will block something and then make a decision about it. Okay, let's get more cards so we can see more about what this is. The Devil, Four of Swords. You're going to sleep on somebody. If there's somebody that is, you know, acting up in your life, if there's somebody causing a lot of trouble, or if there's somebody that you feel like, let's say you have a strong sexual attraction to this person, or you, or, you know, you just feel a codependency, a toxicity with this person. Right now, you're like, hold the phone. I need time to think about this. Let me just be to myself. Okay. Ace of Swords. You might even be recovering from a narcissist, you know. I don't want to go that far, but, you know, you could be. Ace of Swords. Knight of Wands. That funny old Knight of Wands, okay? Don't get me wrong, you know, like that could also be you just having a passionate new beginning with yourself, or with work or projects or something like that. But definitely this Knight of Wands, this energy, this passion, this lust is coming after you find something out, okay? Seven of Wands. Magician. You're blocking a manipulator most likely. Two of Swords. The Moon. Maybe some of you are like, is this the right thing to do? Should I do this? Can I get over this person? Let's say it's a person, you know, you're wondering like, can I really make this happen? Okay, let's keep going. Four of Swords. The Magician. Okay, there is somebody in your energy. Now, the Magician, it would be, you know, Gemini, Virgo. That does not mean that every Gemini, Virgo is a horrible manipulator. It could just be a horrible manipulator of some other sign that you're dealing with. But I really do feel like you might be working on healing. Also, maybe you're, you know, tapping into some sort of inner power during this rest period here. But I also feel like you need to take a break from a manipulator. Sagittarius, some of you realize that somebody brings a lot of toxicity into your life. And maybe you're even recognizing that this person kind of thrives on toxicity, okay? And you're like, dead that. At Knight of Wands. You might be learning something about this damn Knight of Wands, okay? Knight of Wands, Five of Cups, Three of Cups. It's almost like, you know, you regret maybe a third party situation with this person. Maybe you were the third party. But what I see here is that you're realizing that you allowed, you know, you allowed someone to, you know, put you in a third party situation. You allowed someone to have a good time and only a good time. The Magician. Temperance. Sag, that's you. So remember, you're going to block the Magician and you're going to heal. Plain and simple. The Moon. We got two for the Moon. Woo! Because, you know, you love that devil. Okay? You love that devil. And I think that devil is coming in. And I think the devil is going to tell you like, oh, let's make it serious. Because they don't want to lose you. But this is what they want. Control. The Magician came out twice. The Magician. The Tower, babes. Okay? The Tower. The Magician. This is the Two of Cups. But this Two of Cups is about determining compatibility. Determining healthy compatibility. It's saying, can you do that with this person? Because if you guys can't get along in the best of times, you're definitely not going to get along in the worst of times. And that might be contributing to your relationship being toxic. Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is clarified by the Ordinariness card, okay? And this card is about enjoying, slowing down and enjoying, okay? It's about taking the time to just relax, do the same thing over and over, that there's like a sort of healing in that. I feel like the universe is saying that you might have been looking for happiness and excitement, and now what you really want to do is just take your time and get back on your 2 feet, recover from the situation. Five of Cups. Beyond illusion. You've taken the mask off. You've seen this person for what they really are. You were maybe obsessed with someone and in that devil energy, very, very strongly connected to them. But with Beyond Illusion here, I think you might be seeing that this is what you truly prioritize versus this, okay? So instead of that third party situation, or someone who's like continues to date while you're dating them, or someone who's just here for a good time, not a long time. Okay. He's as fast as he comes in, that's how fast he leaves too. It's like you've seen past an illusion. Okay. The Devil. Fighting. The Knight of Swords. This is somebody who's always going to cause conflict. So the type of devil activity here is someone who's eroding your self-esteem or trying to. Someone who's always fighting with you. Four of Wands. That's what's going on. Someone who's causing a lot of drama, never letting the relationship fall into ordinariness and true compatibility. For the Four of Wands, we've got, you're not trapped here. Okay, I think this is the Page of Cups. I think the universe is asking you to see compatibility and long-term commitment in a different way, and know that you're not trapped in this devil situation. You can keep going. Okay, you can get out of it. All right, that was a beautiful message, Sagittarius. You know, if you're feeling, you know, really tied to someone and they're not good for you, it's time to set that boundary here with that Seven of Wands. This message was exactly what I thought it was going to be when I saw the first 4 cards. Okay. And the last time we're going to do is Leo, because I just feel like Leos have been going through it. So we're just going to do a quick little bonus for Leo. So a lot of my Leo readings have been showing Leo is just like not getting what they want. Leo, a lot of Leos are going through like a divorce right now. Oh, Haley, thank you so much, love. I appreciate you. Haley, was that resonating with you? I love you, Haley. You are strong. Don't let anybody walk all over you, just in case it did resonate, okay?